So when we're looking at word problem, the word problem is not going to tell us this is your y-intercept, this is your slope, right? The word problem is going to be more like giving you information that you have to understand that this information are what you need, are your y-intercept or is your slope. So when you're analyzing graphs of linear relations, and we use the word graphs, the linear relation, the vertical intercept represents the initial value of your dependent variable, which means if, let's say we're talking about, your monthly plan that you pay for your phone, okay? So let's say your monthly phone plan tells you that you have to pay $25 initially, and then you're gonna have to pay a quarter per minute that you talk, okay? What does the $25 represent? So that's your initial value, what would that be on your graph?
Zero.
That's at the zero, which is your initial point. That's exactly what it is. So if you think about this, right? You're paying $25, right, per month. And then on top of that, you're paying 0.25 per minute, let's say. Right? This is your initial value. Even if you talk 0 minutes, you're gonna have to pay it, no matter what. This is your initial value. This is what you're starting with. So in this case, the question did not tell you that your y-intercept is 25, right? The question told you that it's your initial value. This is what you're starting with. You have to put the two together, and you have to understand that that $25 is your initial value. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay? So again, the whole point of this is that the question will not be telling you your y-intercept is 25. You need to put that together. And in the question when it says the slope, like, it won't tell you the slope of your payment is this, right? It will tell you the rate of change, for example. Okay? So in the example that I told you earlier, right, which is like you're paying $0.25 per minute, that represents your rate of change. That represents that every minute you talk, you're paying 25 cents, right? So this will be your slope. So 0.25 cents will be your slope, okay? But again, did the question say that your slope is 0.25? No. The question is telling you that you're paying 0.25 cents per dollar, per minute. Okay? So, I apologize, I did not erase the next question just because I didn't want to rewrite it. It was already, like I already wrote it last semester, so I left it, I did not erase it. So we'll discuss this and I'll give you time to copy. So a cup of coffee is reheated in a microwave. The temperature, C°C of the coffee after t seconds can be modeled by the following linear equations. Explain what the numbers in the equation represents. And how do the two equations compare to each other? So in a 500 watt microwave, your C is equal to 0.5 T plus 20. And in a 1,000 watt microwave, C equals 1 T plus 20. So let's go back and recall what does C and T represent. C is the temperature in degrees Celsius, and T is the seconds in, with the time in seconds. So if you're comparing these two equations, right, what can you tell me?
It's linear.
They're both linear. Good.
Because we have one.
Okay. So they're both linear. That's
And
great.
the y-intercept is same.
The y-intercepts are the same, and which is
20.
20. So that means your initial temperature is 20 degrees. You're gonna put your coffee or your meat or your whatever into that microwave. You're gonna say that my initial temperature is 20 degrees. What else can you tell me?
It's a half. This one C is like the slope is a half. Of
So for the
this.
first one, the slope is a half,
Yeah,
while the second one, the slope is
1.
1. So if you're talking about the slope of a half, what does it mean? Half means, it means that your change in temperature with respect to the change, change in time, right? Because we're talking time and temperature. So what does that mean? What's happening to your temperature every second?
They are
Increasing by how much?
0.5.
By 0.5. So for the first one, every second that you put the microwave, you know when you put the microwave for like 20 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever? So every second, your food is gonna increase by half a degree. Okay? That's what it means. Now how about the second equation?
The same, but 1
It
degree.
increased by 1
The degree is 1.
So the second equation is telling you that every second that you put your food in the microwave, your temperature is
1 degree.
increasing by 1 degree. So which one is gonna increase, which one is gonna heat faster?
C.
C.
Both of them are
Both
C's.
are C.
Oh, the
One.
second
The second
One.
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 Okay,
Second one.
so this one is gonna heat faster, right? Why do you think it's gonna heat faster? Because this is a 1,000-watt microwave. This is a 500-watt microwave.
Yeah.
And it makes sense that you need less time for a higher,
This, yeah, the second microwave more power.
that's right. So, you're gonna have time to copy the information down. It's exactly what we're talking about, okay? So if you wanna copy it down.